Hi folks, I'm out and about in Kincardine today and I'm going to take a walk along the original route that you used to have to take to go to the Kincardine Bridge before they added in all the new roads. So it's something I've got some memories of because I passed my test just before they redid it all. But for people like Jennifer who have just kind of passed their test recently, they won't have any memory, well, they'll have never seen the roads like that. So we're going to take a wee walk along that way and take a look at the Kincardine Bridge and then follow the railway, which is still connected, but we'll get to that when we get up there. We'll no jump ahead of ourselves in the intro and see what we can find. So if you follow that road, that takes you back up and it connects onto the roundabout, which then takes you to like Curis, and it eventually heads up to like Cairney Hill. But originally the road just came straight from that road and came this way, that roundabout, and then the road which kind of bypasses Kincardine wasn't there. So this was the road that you had to kind of come in, and then you come down here, and then there's a set of traffic lights here, and then that would take you to the bridge. So we'll take a walk down there, we'll go up towards the bridge, and then head up that way. So before they built the Queen's Ferry crossing, and before they made all the upgrades to the approach to the crossing, whenever it was windy, like if you're driving a high-sided vehicle like a van, bus, trucks, and even when you were just driving a car and the bridge, the fourth bridge would get shut, so you would end up having to divert yourself to come across the Kincardine Bridge. So there was a lot of times when I remember the bridge being shut and having to come this way, but obviously when I was driving vans and that, all the approach was all, well, the new approach, which is way across here, that was already in place. But I do vaguely remember a couple of times having to come down this road and then go that way. So you can imagine with the amount of traffic that would come through here, how much the residents had to deal with. With queues coming from all directions, all coming into this one junction. So thankfully, with them having the kind of bypass put in place now, it's a lot quieter than it used to be. So this is obviously the junction. The road goes that way up towards Alloa, and then that way went to the Kincardine Bridge, or goes to the Kincardine Bridge. Now I'm too young to remember there ever being a toll. Maybe my dad will remember because he was a wee boy when the bridge was around. So don't know if there was a toll in this area, but I presume so, with the name of it being Toll Road. So we'll have a look at the maps and see whether I can work out where the toll would have been. But I know down here, yeah, so we've got this is North Approach Road, and that's one of the things I think is really funny, is that all the bridges still have all the signs still say Fourth Road Bridge, because there's hundreds of signs for the Fourth Road Bridge, but obviously the only people that can use it nowadays are buses. So it should be like Fourth Bridges. I mean, everybody knows, you don't take the Fourth Road Bridge, you take the Queen's Ferry crossing now. But, so obviously this is the way that you would come. This is the way that you'd come off the bridge or go onto the bridge, before they've put the new road in there, which we'll see in a second. So here's the new route that was built. Again, I can't remember what year it was built. Which goes directly onto the bridge. Whereas before it would be this route here that you'd have to take, and then obviously gum up the whole town. So this way is obviously a lot easier Right, so we'll take a, oh, while we're here as well, the start of the Fife Coastal Path. I know my friend Grant has just completed it, so well done to him. It's something that I said I was wanting to do after my knee operations, but I've never gotten around to. Well, not properly anyway. I've been to a lot of it, but never properly mapped it. I'm hoping I'm not going to have to do too much post filming, editing, but it looks bloody dark on my screen here. So there's the railway there, if you can see it. Okay. Can I zoom in? But when we come back, we'll go down. We'll go down that way and we'll take a look at it, because we'll go along that road that goes underneath here. But for just now, we'll focus on the bridge. So I watched a video recently, well I say recently, the video had been made quite a while ago, but I've only watched it in the last couple of years, where it actually showed you the last operation of the swing bridge, because the Kincardine bridge was a swing bridge at the time when I think it was Alloa and Stirling and that used to get boats going in. Obviously they don't need it anymore. £1936. Right, okay. So yeah, so it was around before, because it was the Forth Road Bridge that was built just after or just before my mum and dad were born. I think it was just before. So this was the 30s. And obviously this took a lot of the traffic that used to use the ferry to get across the Forth. So you would have to drive, along here, and which I suppose was probably quicker and easier than it would be waiting on the ferry. Certainly when motors were becoming more popular. And then when the Forth Road Bridge was built, that kind of spelled the end of the need for the car ferries at Queensferry. There's Grangemouth. And Longannet Power Station's gone. And then obviously across there, the Clackmannanshire Bridge. Right, so she's looking a bit, past her prime. Obviously you try and imagine what it was like when it was first opened. It would be very grand, and really when you think about it, quite an engineering marvel, if you want to call it that, with it being the swing bridge. So you can see the section in there, obviously separate from the concrete. It could do a bit of a clean. Right, take a good look over here first. Let's see what the camera's started on. So like I say, there was a video that I watched where they showed it being operated for the last time. I'll see if I can find a link for it. But obviously that was the centre part where it would revolve into there, allow the boats to pass on either side of here, then revolve back again. And so obviously the lights tell when to stop, and then there would be there's a big kind of grate gate in there that would come down. Likewise here. He's up there. So that would come down to stop the pedestrians and traffic from going onto the bridge. Access ladders there. And then obviously that way you can see it's been, you know, it's now firmly in place. Although I don't know if that's like rubber or something that's in there, or if they've just filled it in. I don't know. And then the bridge itself. So it's obviously just functional. You know, everything nowadays is all built for function, and I don't think they think too much about the you know, the style of things. Or, well, they probably do, but styles change so much. They no longer need things so, you know, ornate. Now things are just kind of built for purpose, while looking pleasing. So up there is the control room. So again, I've seen videos of in there, and I believe that all that is now kind of, it's been preserved by the same people that run Bowness Heritage Railway. I think, I'm not sure, I heard somewhere that it's you know, Bowness, like the, so I think everything in there still sound, but obviously it's no longer connected. It's like a signal for the boats. It's got a bit grey. Look at where all the cables would be. I wonder why that's like that then. Is it light up? I don't know. See a roller up there. Right, I kind of want to cross over now, but I don't at the same time. Especially with the work he did in there. And the fact that I probably end up ripping my balls open. Right, so I had an interesting chat with the guy with the high-vis jacket that was on the bridge. They're doing survey work, or he's doing survey work on work that they're doing in upgrading the bridge. So potentially this video, 5 years time, the bridge might be not completely different, but it might be, because he was saying that they're talking about taking this off and replacing parts of the road and whatnot. So really this kind of video, this video will be documenting it as it is of 2023. I had to think of what year it was. So thanks to him for talking to me for a wee while. And he's saying that there's an oyster catcher. See if we can get a photo of that. But, aye. So here's the Kincardine bridge. And we're obviously on the other side of it. And we'll see what photos we can get from there. Got a bit windy now. You see that there, go down. And then here, the stairs up to the control room. guy was saying that possibly the road was at Bear Scotland and the other company possibly thinking about, he said not to quote him on it, so don't quote me on it either, but you know, they might look into how much it would cost to tidy it up a bit and get it looking a bit more presentable, obviously for historic purposes, because I mean, as practical as it is, because it is a road. I mean, the amount of times that I've seen this road resurfaced, it's incredible, because the amount of traffic that uses it still, even though it is, you know, it does have that function, it's still something historical. I mean, 1936 we're talking, so I mean, that's nearly 100 years. So I mean, we're coming up 90 years soon. It depends on when you watch this video, I suppose. Sorry about the noise, I've not got my microphone. Yeah, I know. No gimbal, no microphone. See the rollers a bit on this side. What we'll do is, the railway line behind us here, that goes up to Couris and eventually goes on to join on to the main line, or well, not the main line, but the fine circular line, just after, like between Dunfermline Town Station and Rosyth. There's a kind of cut off there, so that it's still joined, I believe, and still runs all the way under the bridge, and then up this way there's a road called Station Road, so we'll have a look up that way, see if there's any kind of signs. I'll check the maps and see roughly where the station might have been, and then it goes on, and I believe still is connected to the line at Alloa. So potentially, if they reopened this line, there could be a service running from Dunfermline to Glasgow via Alloa. But I mean, as it is, anybody in Fife that wants to get the train to Glasgow, they have to go to Edinburgh first, and then get the train from there, or Dundee, I think, or Perth. I'm not sure. I need to check the trains. But there's no any kind of direct route from here to Glasgow, so potentially if they did, you know, because they've redone all the line at Alloa, that all got done fairly recently, I say that like probably in the last 15 years maybe, so that got done, you know, so I mean they could, if they bothered to. Hooray! Right, I'll go down this way. Oh wow. Fuck's sake. So the railway is in behind these houses and gardens. It'll be in there somewhere. This road here is called Station Road, so it's always a good sign. So we'll take a walk down this way. Oh, excellent. Oh, that would be peering into somebody's actual house. Yeah, so it must have been the platform. Right, so let's have a look. That there is one of the platforms. I don't know if they've got, if there's a platform on the other side. I don't know if maybe it's in the house's back garden. Can't see a thing there anyway. So, don't know. Then obviously the line continues on that way. So what we'll do is we'll go back up that, I think, I don't know. I'll have a look at the maps to see where that path actually leads to. Yeah, that path leads away from it. So that path goes that direction, the railway goes that direction. So we're actually probably better doubling back and going, following the road around. So I took a walk up that way, and there's not really anything to see up that way, and there is a railway further up, so maybe take a drive up there and you'll maybe be looking at a photo overlay just now. Okay, scrap that. I've gotten up here, I've got up to the top of this road, and really it needs more than just a wee photo in the corner. So I've come up here and we've got behind here where the railway came up, and we've got the siding that went off for the power station. Which obviously goes that way, and then the line itself goes underneath this bridge, which is at a kind of at an angle. So I mean, there's the road there, so it's almost comes parallel to the road here, and then that way. So there's another bridge beyond here, I noticed that there's a council van parked there, so there'll be somebody keeping an eye on us. We building there off to the side. I don't know if that's been to do with the railway or if that's been part of the power station. No, obviously the power station isn't there anymore. It's just the like the substation. Oh, look at the lamppost. That's smart. So it's the Charleston Junction that it heads to. So this is the line that heads to, this is the way that goes to Alloa. Like we say, that one there. So I think if you walked in here, so as it turned out we weren't finished, I think if you walked in here, that obviously used to be one of the entrances to it. Coming back up there, up there. We'll head this way. Get the brightness right on my bloody camera. That's the thing I hate about this camera, or camera phones in general, is that you can't just like get it to stay on the one brightness. It keeps correcting it. So anyway, there's the road that comes from Kincardine, comes up. And then this is the way. Right, so there we go. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and share, and we'll catch you later.
Hey guys, check out my new camera. Oh wait, this isn't the camera.